Yeah, I mean, I think it's sending a pretty bullish signal.
Let's wrap this up with what Tom Lee had to say even more about Bitcoin and Ethereum in general.
On the exchange, where you talked about the fact that cryptocurrencies tend to be early indicators of where stocks are directionally headed, as well as indicators of liquidity in the broader market. So given what we are seeing in Bitcoin, and as that relates to the S&P 500 and arguably what we're seeing in Ethereum and what that says about the Russell 2000, I want to get your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sending a pretty bullish signal. Part of it is it's a counterfactual statement, but crypto had the biggest liquidation event, deleveraging event in history. You know, I mean, the number is probably multiples of what happened during FTX, and Bitcoin ends up down 3 or 4%. So I think it shows you that Bitcoin itself is proving to be a pretty good store of value, because if we had seen this happen with gold in the gold market, if there was a huge deleveraging event and gold was only down a few percentage points, we'd of course consider that a real validation. And it's also true of Ethereum, because Ethereum is seeing so much activity growth. I mean, on the L1 and the L2, because of stable coins, then it's not reflected in the price. It does take time. So to me, because like what I'd call the fundamental activity on Ethereum is really picking up, it argues for a pretty big move into end of the year as well.
Clearly, Tom Lee remains bullish, not only for equities, but what that means for Ethereum in general.